So today we are going to a place which I always heard about it but never understood what it was. So today I just called the Corpo Forestale Siciliano, so it's like the ranger of the forest, and ask where is the nursery, their nursery. And eventually it's actually in Castellammare del Golfo, so it's very close to us. So now we are going to see if we can get some forest trees from them and plant in our land.
A 50 si finisce prima, se lo mette un mese ci sta a chiostare prima.
E fai il frutto, il mirtolino che usano in Sardegna.
Il mirtillo, fanno le cuore pure queste. Fanno pure le cuore.
Fare pure le cuore dei ma qua c'è un questi aiuoli
So we're loaded, but I don't know yet how loaded. So we have plenty. So we have rosemary, which is always useful. Alloro, laurel,
I think
yeah. Or bay leaf.
Bailey.
Bay leaves, yeah. And silver cypress is the one which doesn't grow like a cone, but it grows almost like a mushroom, let's say, same shape of the olive tree, let's say. And then we have the cork tree, I guess it's cork, sughero.
I think so.
Yeah, and plenty of myrto. Myrto is a plant which in Sardinia they do a very nice liqueur with it. So with each we have all the perimetral plant that we needed for our agroforestry. So we can define all our edges with that, and there are lots. So we're gonna download it now in the area where most people will take it to plant it. Bye. And the cork, basically the rosemary, they will be planted around the chicken coop. So they will beautify the chicken coop fencing. And here we have the cork, which I got it because I seen this tree when I was kid. And that's it, that was the last one. But this tree, they grow very slow. So because we're planning a kind of parking area in this side of the land, I think I will use it to define the parking area because they grow tall and they create like a very nice shade. Then we have the alloro, which we will interplanting together with the rosemary around the chicken coop. The cypress, which is quite a lot, they will be placed on the perimetral area, which is divided our land to the neighbor. And why? Because these ones are high flammable. So I don't want to put in the area where there is like a wild ground, like as much as like we have here another edge where on the other side, the owner, they don't really clean up that well. So I will keep them far from it. So I will put where the people living. So usually it's like, it's always clean and it's safe. And then we have the myrto, which actually, it will be planted on the area to beautify the edge between us and the neighbor. So I think we have plenty of them. We have enough. So it was amazing today to discover this place and get all this beauty and intensify the agroforestry that we're trying to make here in our land.
We are back to the garden.
Yeah, very back.
And we've been a bit away from it for Christmas period, or almost 2 weeks now.
Yeah, we took it easy, let's say. Yeah,
I
we
mean,
enjoyed a bit more.
it's been a lot of rain and wind, so even if we wanted, we couldn't work too much on the garden. So it was perfect time to rest, reset a little bit, and
Think of the next steps as
yeah,
well.
look at it with a new eyes, let's say.
Yeah, sometimes it's needed, especially when you see something every day, and like to get away and to look it after a while, it makes you like all the idea like in order. And so today we are here to make everything in order already.
Yeah, we restarting 2026 with new eyes, new approaches, and we are thinking what to plant, what not to plant during the summer as well. So it's gonna be different year for us.
Yeah. As usual, we're gonna rush as well because tomorrow is gonna rain. So we have to plant so many things today if there is anything available, because I haven't been to the nursery yet. And so then tomorrow we rest again because it's gonna be raining for a week at least.
Well, tomorrow is Epiphania, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Tomorrow
Yeah.
we rest anyway. So.
Yeah, so tomorrow is a day off, so we will probably go somewhere, maybe.
Yeah.
We were planning, but we will see if we will go somewhere.
Yeah.
But today we're focusing on the garden as much as we can to do quite a few things before it starts to rain tomorrow again.
Yeah. So the secret today is, before you go away, divide and conquer. So what you gonna plant today?
I'm just looking at his top.
She hates my top.
And before starting a video, I said, it's like, I really need to chop it and throw it away because otherwise he's not gonna give it up. Like,
I don't like to throw things away, especially when I can use it for work. And this one has been used. I mean, it's
Used and
worn out.
abused.
I also have a holes and things. I still cover my shoulders, and definitely my head.
yeah, he just likes his hood.
And yeah, she wants to throw away. I want to still make it go until it's like shredded in piece. But let's see who's gonna win.
So first of all, we're gonna try to plant some of the garlic, and I'm separating big cloves from a smaller one because apparently bigger cloves grow bigger garlic. So I'm trying to separate and get only bigger ones. And we bought from a special shop where they sell all the seeds. And because when you buy from a shop or some other farmers, they might have been sprayed with spray that actually prevents garlic from growing. So when you buy garlic, you need to be sure that it wasn't sprayed and it doesn't affect sprouting. So that's my job for this morning, to plant garlic, but it's gonna be mostly for us. We're not gonna sell because it requires lots of space, and we just want to have our own garlic actually. And we don't want to sell it because we try to grow things that grow faster and kind of more regenerative, because we don't have much space on the land. So we just grow fast-growing things, and garlic can take up to 6 months to grow, so it's not a really efficient crop. So it's gonna be only for us.
So many of you are curious about gardening techniques, and we are so glad to share it. So today is actually the day of planting the garlic, and I have like 2 tips for you. Allah. First of all, I mean, you need to understand where is your climate, and based on that, you understand the depth of your garlic. So generally, for every seed, the rule is one: if as big as the seed, as deep is the hole. So, but consider like if this one is like 2 centimeters, the garlic needs to be planted at 4. So the 2 centimeters extra of the seeds is the one which get covered with the soil. But in our case, in Sicily, it's a little bit tricky because we have the garlic takes like 6 to 7 months to grow and only get harvested when it's fully dry, the top. And in Sicily, during that time, is actually July, so it's very, very hot. So to our garlic, we're gonna give an extra 1 centimeter. So that means that if the garlic cloves is 2 centimeters, we're gonna put deeper enough to have 3 centimeters of soil on top. That will ensure protection of the bulbs from the strong sun during the summer. And like that, we are pretty sure to have a very good garlic.
When you plant it, the tail needs to be up. And push it inside and cover.
So just been to the nursery. Of course, there's not much at the moment because it's deep winter time. It starts seedling for spring and summer. But there was still 2 trays of patanna onion. Patanna onion peculiarity is that this onion grows like quite flat. It's a red, like a kind of pinkish. It's so sweet that really we love it and people love it. So we have more than 300 onions to plant, and I also got 1 tray of rocket, which it's our succession.
We managed to plant a few things like we planned, but we ran out of onions and garlic as well. So Nino went to shops to get more, so it's lunchtime and we're gonna have a lunch, and then in the afternoon we will continue because it seems really like it's gonna rain tomorrow. Today it's quite windy. The wind is dry from the south, so it's kind of good day to work. And it's not too strong as it was a previous day, so we try to do as much as we can before rain starts again. We rested a bit, had a quick nap. Well, Nino had a quick nap. I wasn't able to. And we're back to work. He got the rest of the onions and garlic, so we're just gonna finish planting now. The other day we were looking at the old video of Franco and he was so skinny. Now he's fatty, 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 ready for winter, nice and fat. Giù, giù, Franco, bravo. Lucky is his favorite playmate. She gets annoyed by him, but then she wants to play as well. He keeps her young. He's so energetic. And that ball, he kills it every time. There's nothing left. Look at him. Every morning is like that. He has anger issues with that ball. These two are so loud. What do you want? Why are you complaining? Chickens are out and about, enjoying their evening freedom. I was nice and happy thinking all the chickens are there and nobody went to the neighbor's one. And then I see a couple of them in there. I hope we don't need to chase them again. Pinuzzo, Pinuzzo. I know the grass is greener at the neighbors, but I think ours taste better. Every time we let them out, we go to a neighbor's land. Last time we went to the other neighbor that actually has a fence, and it took us quite a few minutes to get them out because he has like no entrance there. So we had to tease them for them to come out. And now we are exploring here. Pino is a good rooster. He took the ladies for a walk, but he's taking them back. He has his own harem, so they are following him around. He's going home and we are following.
It's now 5:30 and probably 20 minutes ago we had a crazy encounter. The first time, I mean, we heard lots about it. They were around, but we never seen it with our eyes. So it was a wild boar. And the dimension were massive. Bigger than our dog, Ettore. I don't know, it's a Great Pyrenees, so... And was kind of thrilling and scary at the same time, because if they come until here, where there are people and dogs, if there is one, there might be more. It's been like a couple of years, let's say, people saying like, oh, did you see any wild boar in the area, blah, blah, blah. So I said, no, never. But today was the first time, and it was running across the land of our neighbor. Brigitte straight away spotted. I seen it then when he was going away. Straight away, of course, I sent a message to all our neighbors because we kind of know everybody. I have this kind of connection with all of them. It's actually scary. I'm scared for our chickens. I know my chicken coop is built to be fox-proof, but I never thought about wild boar. And I hope he's not gonna get attracted that much from our chickens, and we can kind of live in the same planet in harmony. But I'm a bit scared actually.
Yeah, so like Nino said, we are scared for chickens, but we are scared for garden as well because we have fences which are quite thin, and it's not a prevention from wild boars. And apparently one of the neighbors, the neighbor from this land, said that the other day he spotted 15 of them together. So I think it will be a bit sleepless night. Probably they've been around, but we haven't seen them. But today I've seen one, and it was a massive one. And tool might be useful just to deter for like a few minutes. Of course, we are trying to avoid them as much as possible, and hopefully we won't have to encounter them close. But we will see, you never know, you know. If we need to defend our land and animals, we will.
Ritorno alle 3-4 di notte e non trovo manco una gallina più, trovo il cinghiale. Quindi era il cinghiale che mi ha distrutto la gabbia delle galline, proprio distrutta. I ferri questi di recinzione, questi verdi,
Sì.
questi AT, diciamo, non sono
Sì,
AT,
sì, ho capito.
tutto storto. Ma che cosa è venuto? Un orso? Minchia, è tanto del cinghiale.
Our guardian is always there, ready to defend us. He's gonna be staying here most of the time, I think. He's in a danger, so now it's his duty to protect us in the house. Yes, baby! He doesn't even respond. Usually he moves the tail and everything, but now he's in a proper guarding mood.
So today it's the best day to plan spring summer, especially in the garden. And a lady, one of our followers, Nadia, sent us lots of seeds. All those are
Heritage
not
ones.
heritage seeds, and we take it seriously, and we gonna give a go to a few of these. We did our evaluation. I mean, we have lots of seed here, but some of them are not suitable for us.
We tried quite a few already.
So we know which one is more productive, which one is very delicious, and we, of course, we need to meet the customer
Expectations.
So we know that because in past we've been growing black cherry. It's probably one of the most delicious tomato I ever tried in my life. It's velvety, and the plant was quite good. The tomato was resistant and very, very delicious. I mean, nothing to say. Production, kind of medium productivity, let's say. Marmande, it's one tomato which I want to try. My uncle used to be a farmer as well, and when I was a kid, like a teenager, probably less than a teenager, and I was helping him like sometimes in the summer. I remember the tomato which he was growing was Marmande. So based on that fact, I think Marmande can grow very well in Sicily. It's a tomato which reminds me the Corleonese, which unfortunately we cannot grow anymore due to the consistency of our soil. So we have a clay soil. That one, I don't think it grows that well. We tried like for 5 years, never succeeded. So this year I'm not gonna try anymore. And so I will have a Marmande, which looks similar, even when you cut it. It's good for salad, but for the Sicilian taste, it's also good for tomato sauce. And it's perfect for size to make a sun-dried. And because we need the money coming in, we gotta use the one which is called money maker, which we know already this. We know like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It was the most insanely productive tomato that we had. It's not a variety which is so, how to say,
Delicious and amazing.
but it's the most common one. We need something which brings like an income in with a big productivity. And actually, we made also like tomato sauce for us. It was fine. In the meantime, what you hear is people sending messages because I sent a list of what we have in the garden. So today is the 7th of January, and people start dieting, and you can hear. Everybody wants veggies after the festive time. So I will bring to the nurse those three varieties.
Nursery, not
Nursery. But there is a nurse there. Those three varieties. Those two, they are kind of like an early one. Cherry, kind of medium. I remember it starts from July on. This one in theory should start between the beginning of June and middle of June.
You forgot to mention the pot ones.
Yeah, we decided to put a few pots, which are, yeah, this one is difficult to pronounce. I think it's this one. Yes. Yeah, this one. Tiny Team. So, Tiny Team, we will grow in pots. I don't know if we're gonna sell tomato or the pots himself, but I want to give a go because I remember once before to be a farmer, I grew one tomato in a pot in front of our door. In that time, I was still full-time photography in Italy and photographer. And I remember I had so many tomatoes I was giving to my family all the time with just a couple of plants. So I hope it's gonna be this one. So yeah, so that is what we do this year in terms of tomato. Then the rest of things that we will grow this year will be, because we don't want to make the same mistakes every year, so this year few things will change.
Hey, Ture, can I go out? Can I? Can I? Thank you. That's when it's raining. Ettore is always on the doorstep. Now it's just ahead, but usually it's all of him. I just wanted to show everybody that it's raining today and we're staying indoors. Finally, vegetables will be watered. Oh, baby, all wet. Can I close the door? Can I? Thank you. So it's been raining like it was predicted. We are happy because it's been quite a few days, probably 4 or 5 of south wind, and everything got quite dry. So the rain is good, but when we need to pick vegetables, it's cold and it's been raining. At least it's not raining right now. It's not the thing you want to do in the winter. You just want to stay nice and cozy inside the house, but that's our job. We have to do what we have to do. So today we need to pick quite a few veggies as usual. So Nino is already working. I'm gonna join him in a second. And we finished picking veggies. Lucky. Nero. Hi.
So today is a freezing cold day and we shepherding and guarding the chickens. Just because we got scared yesterday with the wild boar. So we are here, we already looked around and there's no signs. So we are here for the last hour before sunset because it was raining quite a lot today. And we guarding the chickens. so they can have some grass and worms before to go to bed.